Hey guys, I'm back. It's uh, it's Monday, and I just got off from work about 2 hours ago. Anyway, I just took my shower, and it's kind of late. It's kind of cold. Anyway, last night I just want to share with you. I mean, the title suggests that I'll be talking about like some restaurant um, incidents there, and it's actually like an experience that I want to share with you guys, so that I mean, for those that would watch it, would also think about being nice to, I mean, to the waitress or waitresses or waiters in the restaurant. So what happened last night is that after from work, I just went straight home, and I was just so hungry that I have to just have something to eat right away. And there's this nearby restaurant that I used to go to, and it's an Asian restaurant. And I think some of the stuff there is knew me by face. I'm always there anyway. I have a friend there that used to work there, but not anymore. But well, to make the long story short, I was just there. I was seated right away because there's not much people inside the restaurant. And in about a minute, having sat down, there were other people in the other tables. But when the waitress came to gave me the menu, and just like a snap, someone from the other table was just yelling at her and asking, like, the the meal that she has at the time was not the one that she ordered. And that was when she started yelling at her. And I mean, I didn't think you need to yell at that point. You can always like ask politely from the waitress that the meal that she has wasn't right, and you can always ask for a replacement or ask another menu to just replace it. I just kind of noticed that in Canada, that if you don't like your meal, some restaurants would just give you like the one that you ordered, or the one that they gave you which is wrong. They'll just give that one out for free, and then you can order a new one. So what happened was that she started yelling at the waitress. This waitress, this young girl, young lady, I used to see her often. As a matter of fact, I knew her by name, but at that point, she just gave me the menu, and I went through it, and I was just hearing the conversation, and the lady was started to say nasty things about the restaurant, and I just kind of like throws me off the window. It's just like when you're hungry and you wanted to eat, and yet you don't want to eat anymore because it's you just lost that appetite after hearing all these nasty comments from her. So that table, there was about 5 of them. I don't know if they're family, but there were like 2 other young children with them, and I kind of see the frustration of that waitress. And of course, she came back and handed back to her the menu, and I said, "Do you know what I ordered, right?" So, and she was just kind of like flabbergasted, and she doesn't seem to be happy at all for like someone just yells at you for a wrong order. So what I'm actually saying, guys, is there are always like the best way to air out like complaints. Like you can actually just tell them like more politely that the meal you ordered isn't right. And I think some restaurants, or I would say 99% all the time, they would just give you the benefit of the doubt that you don't like what they served, and you deserve a new meal, for example, if there's something else that you wanted to order. And I kind of see, I mean, that's waitress. We're talking, but we're not talking. You know what I mean? Like we had this eye contact, and I wish I could just say to her, you know what? You can do what you want. You're in the kitchen. Spit on it. Kind of like it's something that as customers wouldn't even know what they're doing in the kitchen, because you're not there while they're preparing their meal. And as a revenge for you for yelling at her, I mean, if it was me, I would have done something, I mean, I probably, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't do that. But if to some extent someone humiliate you, and I mean, it wasn't even her fault because she's not even the one preparing for the food. But what I'm saying is, if you wanted to have it changed, then have some courtesy and respect to the people. I think that young lady, the waitress, is Chinese or Vietnamese, I think. But the thing is, regardless, whoever's serving you in the food industry where you're being served, I know for a fact that customer is always right, but give them some degree of respect at all times. You don't want to mess up with these people because, as I was saying, once they're in the kitchen, they're doing what they can do there. I mean, it's the same thing with us. Even when we are preparing our own meal, sometimes we mess up, and you'll never know. So, and after like about 8 minutes, she came back in. She half my order, and she half smiled at me, and I know exactly what it means. Like, you know what? Do your revenge. Like, you know, you can do what you want. I mean, it's awful for her having to serve. There was no other waitress that I see, but only her at the time. So I just pity her for, like, you know, dealing that customer. And the fact that there are also young children there, you didn't have to do that in public. And swearing, it's something that I cannot take. Sometimes I do swear, yes, I mean, everyone is, but don't do that in public. For Christ's sake, don't. Especially when you're in front of children. Something that I will never, you know, accept that from you. So, well, as I was saying, these are what to do, what not to do in a restaurant. Like, don't make a scene there. Like, there are people that just don't take, you know, those the yelling. Not everyone can take yelling and swearing in public, especially when you're about to eat. And while I was eating, something that, you know, causes me not to even eat my food, because I just thought, like, oh, what a pity for someone just, you know, serving you and got paid minimum even, and someone has to harass you for that. And you know, that certain caring attitude for some people, it's totally unacceptable. It's just like self-entitlement for you as a customer. No, I don't think so, because regardless, even if you're a customer or even you as a server, there's always that reciprocity of respect, regardless. And yeah, I find it, I was just like thrown backwards for that for a moment. And I normally, you know, how I wish I could just step in and help her, but because it wasn't my issue anyway, and for, you know, for at the moment I was just observing, and it's just that you're as if watching a movie there for a sec. And yeah, so guys, I knew of a lot of friends that works in the food industry, and I have so much respect for these people, and I'm hoping that you also would have that same respect for them, because well, in Canada, where you know, we don't know exactly the metes and bounds in terms of how we can take in insults and harassment, but at the end of the day, these are the same people, you know, who comes home with their family, and it's just a day's work, a day's job, and earn not that much even, but he just gave her that, you know, difficult and hard time for a bit, and it doesn't it doesn't seem fair. It doesn't sound fair to me. And I work in a customer service environment, and I know exactly. And sometimes I also have my times when, some customers would be so nasty at you, but sometimes I may be somebody that, I choose my battles, and in the same with this young lady that having a very difficult customer, she just had that in the right time. In the right time, it's just a wrong moment for her. And so, well, after I ate and paid my bill, and I haven't seen her after that. But when I went out for the restaurant, I saw her. She was out. I think she was just like, taking some fresh air out of the incident. And we smiled, and well, we didn't even smile. Like, we just laughed it off. Like, and I don't know if the customer saw us. I mean, the customer that had a complaint, but I'm with her because, as I was saying, I have so much respect for these people that works in the restaurant. It's not an easy job, and for someone who's acting like a Karen, no, you have no right at all to do that. Anyway, well, it was a night well spent. Well, again, guys, everything's getting colder here. It's raining for days, and yeah, I just want to share that to you guys because I just had nothing to tell you. Today, actually, I also went to my bank, and my financial advisor that was so nice. I always would reflect that what goes around comes around, what comes around goes around, whatever. So when you're nice and you're respectful, people would tend to have that same mutual perception about you. So again, it's a rainy Monday, another day. It's gonna be a rainy week ahead of us, at least here in Vancouver. Yeah, Pasko is coming soon, and I was just thinking about like the Simbang Gabi and all that, but probably that won't happen here. Anyway, again, happy Monday, and catch you again in my next vlog. This is crazy when I'm actually like talking here with my phone, with just the phone. I don't have a camera. Well, I'm just doing this for fun. As I was saying, if I grow old and I would have a chance to go back and watch my videos, maybe 30 or 40 years after, should be happy about that. So anyway, again, I love you, and have a great week ahead of you. Mwah.